Hello everyone. Welcome to Alpho Stay Home, Stay Safe e-learning science session. Today our topic is structure of flower. Flower. What is a flower? Flower is the main reproductive part of a plant. It consists of four main whorls. These whorls are nothing but the four concentric circles. Just see here, the four whorls are nothing but the four concentric circles here. In this, the outermost circle, that is the outermost whorl, is called as calyx. This calyx is made up of sepals. Inside that is the whorl which is called as corolla. Corolla is made up of petals. Then the next whorl is called as androecium, which is the male reproductive part of flower, and the innermost whorl is called as gynoecium. Which is the female reproductive part of the flower. This calyx and corolla are called as accessory whorls, while this androecium and gynoecium are called as essential whorls. Now just look at the figure here, that is structure of flower. You can see all these four whorls here in this figure. See, this is the outermost whorl which is called as calyx. This calyx is made up of sepals. Generally, sepals are green in color. The function of sepals is to protect the flower in bud condition. Then the next one is called as corolla. Corolla is made up of petals. The petals are generally brightly colored, just to attract insects for pollination. Some flowers are having white color petals, but then they are sweet smelling, because of which that fragrance will attract insects for pollination. Thus, the function of this corolla is to attract insects for pollination. Then the next whorl is called as androecium. Here, this whorl is the androecium. Androecium is made up of number of stamens. This is the stamen. Each stamen is made up of a long filament and anther. The anther will have pollen grains present in it. These pollen grains undergo meiosis and form the male gamete. Thus, in this flower, essential whorl androecium, what we are saying, is having the male gamete present in it. Then the innermost whorl, which is called as gynoecium. This gynoecium is made up of carpels. There may be single carpel or number of carpels present there in the gynoecium. The gynoecium or the carpel is made up of ovary, which is a solan basal part. Above that is a long slender style which terminates into a receptive part which is called as stigma. Thus, the carpel is made up of ovary, style and stigma. Ovary is consist of either single ovule or there may be number of ovules present there in the ovary, as it is seen here in this figure. This ovule is having embryo sac. The ovule undergo meiosis and forms embryo sac, and this embryo sac is consisting of female gamete, that is called as the egg cell. Now this structure of flower, what is drawn here, we are going to see the same in the real flower, that is, I am here with a flower of hibiscus. All these parts we are going to see here in this hibiscus flower. You can see this green color calyx, and these are the sepals which are seen here of this calyx. Then inside that is a bright red color corolla. These are the petals of corolla. Then next to that, the inner whorl, that is the androecium. In case of hibiscus, the androecium forms a slender tube and then at the periphery of the tube we are able to see the stamens present. So these are the stamens which are present here. This is a tubular androecium showing the stamens here. These stamens are having small filaments and anthers. These anthers are yellowish in color, that is, that yellow color dust is nothing but pollen grains which are seen there in this. Number of pollen grains are present there in the flower. Inside this, the innermost one is called as gynoecium. So inside this we will get the gynoecium. For that I have dissected the flower, took out all the other whorls, and now this is the only gynoecium whorl present. This gynoecium, you can see that at the base there is ovary which is slightly swollen, which is having a long slender style, and then it terminates into a red color pentangular stigma. Thus, this is the carpel or gynoecium part having ovary, long slender style and the stigma. Okay. So, this flower, you have seen actual flower here. Now, certain other things. The flower which are having both this androecium and gynoecium present in that. Such flowers are called as bisexual flowers, as in case of this hibiscus. You are knowing it is having the androecium as well as gynoecium present in that. But there are some plants which have flowers which will have either gynoecium or androecium present. Such flowers are called as unisexual flower. For example, in case of papaya or in case of watermelon, there are either male flowers present having the androecium or the female flower present having the gynoecium. Most of the flowers, whatever we are seeing, are having this long stalk present there for support of a flower. This stalk is called as pedicel. If the flower is having this pedicel, then the flowers are called as pedicellate flowers. But for some flowers, they will grow directly there on the branch. For example, just this is a branch, the flower will grow directly there on the branch and they do not have this pedicel or this stalk. Such flowers are called as sessile flowers. So either the flower may be pedicellate flower like in case of hibiscus, or it can be a sessile flower which do not have any stalk there. Okay. So here we end up with the structure of flower. I hope all of you must have understood what are the different parts, that are the accessory whorls as well as the essential whorls which are present there in the flower.